Hello, this is Gregory. You're live on the air.
My son was come out of a long-term relation, and straight away a few girls came approached from all over the place. He decided he liked the one from back home, Iran.
Okay.
Everyone thinks it's wrong because the culture different. He's very worried that it may not work.
Now, how old is he?
He's about 33.
Could anybody tell you what to do when you were 33?
No.
Nah, me neither. Did he grow up here?
Yes.
But he speaks Farsi, and has he ever known Iran?
Oh, yeah, he travels all the time.
Okay, so he knows Iran, he knows the culture, but he's a westernized man. It's hard to influence somebody if their decision making is hormonally driven. Logic never can convince a heart, but hormones can, right?
That's exactly what...
Hormones can convince your heart that you are in love.
Yes, and that's what we're worried about. Maybe when that thing wears out.
And it always does.
Yes.
Even if he was completely in love and it was real love, the hormones do wear out.
He could do better.
Are you in a position to ask him to give it a 6-month try?
I did that, and he says, Dad, I want to get on with life.
You know, like I said, logic can't convince a heart.
Yep.
So even if I gave you all the statistics or gave him all the statistics, that would just be logic. That'd be going in one side of the brain, but what's really active is the other side of the brain where all the emotions are. He's seeing colors.
Okay.
You know, the statistics of a marriage working when both people are from the same culture and the same religion, and both people are more than 27 years old, and both people have some college education, that is the highest likelihood of a long-term relationship statistically. That has the highest percentage rate of staying together. Now, you want to know what that percentage rate is? About 30%.
Oh, is that?
You know, that's really high, right?
Yes.
All the other demographics that you can talk of, a large disparity in age or education or culture, all of those things drop the percentage rate exponentially. So the other 20% of all failed marriages are coming from the people who didn't have a chance in the first place. Statistically, was unlikely. If there's a certain kind of statistical likelihood of a marriage working, you might want to find out what that is. This is one of the ones that has a very high percentage rate of failing.
Azita, Sayan, your wife and yourself tell me as his life, is grown up like that. You can't decide for him.
Talk to him man to man. Say, look, you're a full-grown man. You're fully responsible for your life. I respect you as an equal man to me. Now, there's some things that I've experienced that you haven't, and I'd like to share some of my experience with you.
Yes.
And whatever choice you make, I'm going to respect you as a man. I'm speaking to you as an equal.
Right.
So you create a context for a conversation of two equals speaking together. You have to create a context if it's your son. Like, I just want to tell you what I think. Here's what I've observed. Here's what I know. I'm going to respect whatever you choose, and I'm going to make a recommendation based on my knowledge and experience, and you're going to do whatever you're going to do, and I'll respect it. And ask him, if you saw me making a mistake, I would hope that you would speak up to me.
You know what he told me, Gregory? He says, Dad, could you parents stop controlling me? If I make a mistake, let me learn it and not control me all the time. Maybe he's right. He says, I feel like you're controlling my life, and he's tired of that. He says, stop controlling me.
Well, that is an appropriate thing for a 33-year-old to say. When I talk to you, I don't hear a guy trying to control his son. I hear a concerned father. If his experience is that he feels like he's being controlled and he has enough respect to say it, hey, Dad, quit controlling me, then I respect that. I agree with him. He has a right to totally screw his life up any way he wants or to be successful at it.
But it's hard for us to see it's happening.
Yeah, but that's your lesson as an adult now. People think that because they have kids and the kids are successful adults, that their lessons in life are over. But for you, no, they're just beginning. Yeah. Wait till they have kids. The most important part, I think, of being a man is to know what you stand for and to know what your terms are. In other words, what defines you as a man, and to be able to stand up to anybody about that.
With your parents? Or
your parents, your wife, your kids, anybody that challenges who you really are at your core, you ought to stand up to him. Only he can determine what he stands for. If he says, look, okay, I got it, and you think it's risky and that I might be making a mistake, thank you very much, father and mother, for your valuable information, which I didn't ask for. I think you shouldn't give advice to people that don't ask for it. And if they want your advice, they should ask for it.
So you're telling me basically that let the guy wrong or right, he's decided, as he said himself, stop controlling me. He's a grown-up man, you know.
I think you should respect that. You're a full-grown man. I'm going to love you either way. I'm always going to be there for you. And if you ever need my advice, please ask me. But I'm not going to give you advice you didn't ask for. If he gets hurt, he gets hurt. Your relationship with him is your primary concern. He's your son. Now he's a man. His relationship with anyone else is none of your business.
Understand.
You may be concerned about it, but out of respect, just like if it was any other man that you know in your circle of friends, if you really respect your son, you elevate him to become an equal in your own mind and in your heart, and you would treat him like an equal. You have every right to screw your life up any way you want. I love you. I hope you don't. If you need my advice, just ask.
What about financially? Can I support him financially, or?
If he asks you to.
Yeah.
Okay, then don't offer.
I got it. Thank you so much,
Okay?
Gregory.
All right.
Really
Thanks.
appreciate it.
You bet.